Romania says it's prepared to host anti-ballistic interceptors as part of a U.S. defense shield in Eastern Europe. The Romanian President Traian Băsescu says the move has been approved by the country's Supreme Defense Council, and the plan has been submitted to Parliament for its backing. The president says Romania was invited by the U.S. to take part in its new missile shield program, but there's concern the plan now contradicts U.S. President Barack Obama's revamping of the Bush-era plans for a shield in Eastern Europe. Russia saw the Bush plans as a threat to its national security. In September last year, Obama said the radar and interceptor bases would be replaced by Patriot missiles in Poland and sea-based systems. As yet, there's been no confirmation from the White House on the announcement by the Romanian president. And for more analysis, I'm joined now in the studio by independent political analyst Vladimir Kozin. Hello, Vladimir. How are you?
Hello, nice to meet you.
You too. In September, the U.S. overhauled its strategy for its missile shield in Europe. In light of the Romanian president's statement, do you believe the U.S. is making a U-turn?
It's an upward turn, I should say, not a U-turn. Simply because it will be much formidable, much more comprehensible, much more powerful system than that of suggested by President Bush in 2007. And it will be directed against the Russian Federation, by the way. The recent ballistic missile defense review report signed by Robert Gates, Secretary of Defense of the United States, on the 1st of February this year, so a couple of days ago, clearly stated that the missiles will be targeted against the Russian Federation and not be used against Iranian or North Korean, so to say, missile threat. In several places of this quite a formidable book, it has been said so. So that's why we are worried about.
Okay. Russia's been opposing the SHIELD initiative all the way through, and also linked the issue of strategic nuclear weapons during the talks on the New START treaty. Will this latest move affect the negotiations even more?
I think it will definitely affect, because on one hand, we cannot accept the U.S. Rather awkward position when they tell us, at the negotiation table, we will not regard this linkage between strategic offensive arms and strategic defensive arms. But we, they say, consider it as a real interrelationship per se. How come? It's not a virtual question. It's a real question, and this kind of, by the way, linkage between these two phenomena has been stamped in the recent announcement when Mr. Barack Obama visited Moscow last year in July. In a special statement, both presidents, especially in paragraph 5, said that there is a linkage between SOA and SDA.
Finally, why do you think it's Eastern European countries involved, not Turkey or any countries of the Western European region?
Well, first of all, because these countries are very close to the Russian borders. Because if, for example, the Americans are afraid of the Iranian threat, they would have fielded Patriot missile very close to the Iranian border, something about 100 kilometers, but not to Kaliningrad exclave of the Russian Federation. And by the way, Turkey will be also involved in this process, because soon after Romania agrees positively to the Barack Obama's administration scheme on ballistic missile defense, Romania will follow, Bulgaria will follow, then Turkey will follow, and altogether 28 NATO nations will stamp Obama's plan on ballistic missile defense. That's why it will be very close to our borders, especially taking into account that tactical nuclear weapons have not been removed from European soil at all, especially taking into consideration that non-militarization of space is still in the agenda, and Americans are not happy with that. And by the way, we are still having huge strategic nuclear arsenals, both of us. So it's rather a risky game. And final brush. While there is approximate parity between the Russian Federation and the US in terms of tactical nukes and strategic nuclear weapons, there is a huge disparity in ballistic missile defense systems, and it will be greater and greater and greater with each passing year.
Okay, thank you. We have to wrap up now. We apologize for that short. Just one last question. Do you believe that a ballistic missile defense system would benefit all countries, or do you think that a system is just not good for anyone?
Well, no country will benefit, especially when hostile intentions are behind certain schemes. It will be a rational system when a country is protecting its national territory. Okay. But when a country X is protecting the entire globe while having nuclear capabilities and other things like tactical nuclear warfare systems, that's very bad. That makes the world rather confusing and unstable, unfortunately.
All right. Thank you very much, Vladimir. We have to wrap things up now. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.